When you go, when you're willing to do anything in the mood, Mr. Freak.
When you get the Genshin Impact McDonald's meal, Mr. Creep.
When you put on the new J's and you step a little too far, Mr. Crease.
When your kitchen floor is wet and you don't know from where, Mr. Leak.
Ooh. When your mama chewing up the worms for you, she spit it into your Mr. Beak.
When you've just about had it and you can't take it anymore, Mr. Bleach.
Ooh. When you're playing your favorite childhood game, hide and Mr. Seek.
When you're farmer trying to get your yield, Mr. Wheat.
Ooh, that was hard. That was hard. When your last name is Mill, Mr. Meek.
Yeah. When you're trying to bake, Mr. Yeast.
When you haven't showered in 15 minutes, or when you haven't showered in 15 years, Mr. Reek.
When it's really cold out and you need a warm jacket, Mr. Fleece.
Ooh, okay. When you're all about your coral, Mr. Reef.
When you set it to W for Wumbo, Mr. Weast.
Mr. Weast? Oh, I get it. Alright. That's a bar. When you're OP in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and you don't need Ultra Instinct and you also don't lose any key for dodges, Mr. Whis.
Wait, no, say the thing you said about Dragon Ball again.
When you're super overpowered in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and you have Ultra Instinct and don't lose any key on dodges, Mr. Whis.
When you're super OP at Dragon Ball, Ultra Instinct, and you don't waste any key on dodges, Mr. Obese.
That might have been your worst one, I'm not gonna lie. That one was a
Okay, don't say it just because
you know what, when your name is Chris and you come up with a really shitty Mr. Beast pun, Mr. Reach.
When you're a shady car salesman at Bo and you scam someone, Mr. Fleece.
Mr. Beast, what do you mean? When you're a baby and you just start growing your Mr. Teeth.
When you're a baby and your diaper's big, Mr. Sheet.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yo, what's that guy that's balding? What's his name? Yeah. When your name is when your hairline's receding, Mr. Keeps.
Yeah. Dude, that's fucked up, man. You have to do that, man. When you really like your red meat, Mr. Beef.
When you're standing on the edge of a bridge and you realize that you can't afford to pay your child support, Mr. Yeet.
When you're pussy farting, Mrs. Queef.
That was a pretty good one. You fucked the delivery on it.
Yeah.
When you're a genetically modified super soldier, killing Covenant and Flood, Mr. Chief.
When you're a very beautiful body of water, typically under a bridge, Mr. Creek. When there's a bad bitch, big titty goth woman, Mr. Seat.
True.
When there's a bad bitch, big titty goth mommy, and she trying to sit in your face, Mr. Eat.
You gotta cool off. You gotta jerk one out or something.
What are you talking about, bro?
When you want to buy a car, but you don't want to own it and have it for a few years and then upgrade it, Mr. Lease. When you pull up to my block and I spray you full of holes like Swiss, Mr. Cheese. When you're Dennis and I make a dumbass joke and you say, yeah, Mr. Hard to Please.
Oh,
Alright, that was better. That was much better. When you walk into the room and you're him, Mr. He.
when your girl is absolutely going crazy, Mrs. Heat.
When the we steals the word that we used to rhyme, Mr. Leech.
Ooh!
When your girl's giving you a head and all of a sudden you feel pain, Mrs. Teeth.
When you're fucking on your girl and your dick turns blue, Mr. STDs.
Wait, your dick. When Chris get dome, he ain't quiet. He's Mr. Scream. Oh.